Yesterday, many of you throughout the world watched in horror as you saw the events unfolding at the Capitol building of the United States of America. This was not something that needed to happen, but it is something that did happen. What you should know is that this event is not an isolated event in the world, nor is it an isolated event in history. Democracies of any kind are fragile. True democracies seldom can exist for any length of time. Democratic republics are not quite as fragile because democratic republics avoid some of the mass hysteria that happens with people as the general populace is protected by the representative force that is elected. However, these representatives, when they begin to put their own positions or the leadership of their party above the good of the people they represent, can then create a problem similar to what you just saw. It is not an isolated event in history. We tell you that, for you have seen it happen over and over again. Some cases live in infamy, like Nazi Germany. Other cases you seem to ignore, such as third world dictators. But this happens over and over again throughout history, and it has happened currently. And this consciousness that you are looking at and observing in the United States is not a limited issue. This is a global issue. And the United States has a democracy that is not as fragile as some of the democracies throughout Europe and other parts of the world. This means that the United States should be looked at as a warning to what populism can cause throughout the world. This consciousness of populism has taken root throughout Europe, and the European nations are in danger as a result. You say, oh, but that could never happen. You say, oh, we lived through that once. We still have a few people alive from the Second World War. Well, you may, but you are not really paying attention. You are focused on your happy little lives and not looking at what you are actually sowing. Look at the United States of America. You know what Donald Trump was when he ran for office. He told you what he was. He lied to the people. He took chance just like Hitler did. Hitler would say something, and when the crowd did not respond, he would say something else. Donald J. Trump would say something, and when the crowd did not respond, he would say something else. And when he got a chant, no matter how vile, no matter how disreputable, he would encourage it again and again. Lock them up. He incited violence, violence that you as a citizen would be in trouble for inciting. Yet he was allowed to do it, and he did it over and over again. And you who claim to be Christians, you who claim to be Muslims, you who claim to love God, some of you even in the Jewish community, you of Abrahamic faith who said life really means something, you chose to disregard your morals and your ethics. You chose to vote for a man who boasted of grabbing women and violating their sanctity. You voted for a man who continually said that people should be locked up. You voted for a man that you knew was evil. You voted for a man that wanted to build walls and separate nations rather than bring people together. And the second time around, those of you who continued to vote, voted for a man who locked children into cages. You voted for a man who lied and lied and lied. You voted for someone with no morals, and you claimed that you were a child of God, that you believed in the teachings of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who taught love. You brought disrepute upon the Christian church. Some of you, for the right to life, brought disrepute upon the Catholic Church. You destroyed any concept of morals, any parameters of faith that you should have upheld for your children. You taught your children that might makes right, that lies are okay if the circumstances bring you what you want. Businessmen did the same, and politicians. Politicians, knowing that this man was evil and vile, continued to support him. Knowingly, Nunes, Barr, corrupted investigations into what the president had done. Now we tell you this. Karma is a harsh taskmaster. This coming year will not be an easy year. We have told you already that there would be a fulfilling of Dharma that would lead to karma. And it has begun. And for those of you throughout the world who look to the United States and say, how could that happen? It's coming to your land as well, because you have committed many of the same atrocities. This is a time of change. It is the ushering in of a new age, a new era, a new epoch of consciousness. And it will come with this evil, and it will come with change. And those of you who cling to the past at the expense of morals and ethics will pay a hefty toll. So, when we say, not by the hand of man, nor by those who are misled or misguided, shall judgment come, and come quickly, shall karma be made manifest. We tell you again, this will be a year of sweeping change. This will be a year when those who have chosen unwisely, as have those senators and House members that supported Trump for their own personal gain, this shall be a year of destroyed political careers. This shall be a year of death. And this shall be a year of life. And when we say a year of death, we do not mean something as a threat. We mean that karma will come and take its toll. You said, oh, the pandemic was a hoax. Well, we have news for the governors, the senators, the representatives on state levels and federal level that made these kind of proclamations. Death is coming to your household. COVID-19 and other such viruses and influenzas are coming to your household. There will be some of you who will die as a result of your own foolishness and arrogance. And as we said before, one should even choke. But we tell you this also, whether in the United States or in the world at large. This is a changing of ages. This is the ushering in of a new epoch. And for all of the current chaos, and for all of the destruction that will seem to happen, it is the beginning of a new and joyous time. And for those who look forward and move forward, there are good things. Oh, in the United States, it may seem simple to say, oh, there will be health care and there will be scientific advances, and globally it will be simple to say, oh, the environment may begin to prosper as you put into effect the various ideas and concepts that will protect the environment. But there is more. There is a spiritual side to all of this. This is not about politics, and this is not about just saving your environment. This is about realizing a greater spiritual acuity, a greater spiritual essence of your own beings and of all of the world around you. This is an age where there can be a greater enlightenment. It is an age coming of love and wisdom. It is an age where scientific knowledge and spirituality can be blended, and where what you have not accomplished can be accomplished. There is hope. There is hope. For now you can get beyond religious divisions, knowing that there is only one true religion, love. And all of the great prophets of the past have taught the same. Buddha taught compassion. Jesus taught love one another as you would love yourselves. All of the great teachers of the past. Isaiah taught love and forgiveness, mercy being the greater of the spiritual gifts. All religions hang on one issue. All commandments are filled by one issue: love. Love yourself. Love all others. Love the world. Love creation. Oh, how hokey does it sound. Love every ant, love every tree. Love every cloud, love every breath you take. For love is the only true religion, and it is the only true cure for the populism that you just saw the fruits of yesterday in America. We leave you with blessings and peace. Peace be with each of you.